Welcome to another episode of NAC Car Culture, your home of tough muscle cars, classic cruisers and high-performance imports. Proudly brought to you by NAC Insurance, specialists in modified and high-performance cars. Mount Shop, undercar specialists. And Teng Tools, get organised. We're headed for Foreign Rotors Jamboree from Manfield Raceway in Fielding. The massive Jamboree makes full use of Manfield's resources, from show and shine to circle work, super lap to sideways laps. 2016's lineup also gave showgoers the chance to get up close with a couple of Aussie's finest and unveil a duo of wide-bodied Porsches, the fruit of global phenomenon RWB's first New Zealand builds. If you had a confused look on your face, then you probably just walked past Quinton's Legnum Ute on the way in. The phantom body shape taking out gongs for both innovation and engineering with its better-than-factory finish.
I don't like Fords, I don't like Holdens, but Ute is life. You know, got to have a Ute, and wanted something that was basically on a car chassis, so handled very well, track ready and road comfortable, and I didn't think of a better idea than using a Legnum station wagon as the base model. Love my wagons, been dealing in Mitsubishi Legnums for 13, 14 years. The first thing, I suppose, that everyone misses out when they think, oh, well, let's make a Ute, you know, they just sit it on the ground on the wheels and they start chopping the roof off, not realising that, you know, 35% of the strength of the car's in the roof. The moment they cut the roof off, it's bananaed. So the first thing first was bolted to a jig, and there it stayed for 2 years until we put all the structural supports and things like that in place and welded in the B&C pillars and rear bulkhead.
And being a one-off doesn't excuse the VR4 from Ute-type duties.
Every single day she gets used, so she's pretty much full of bugs all the time, and beach sand. We jet ski a lot out of Foxton Beach, so you know, instead of launching at the boat ramp, she's four-wheel drive, she clears height good enough, so yeah, she just takes the jet skis on the beach, loads them in the salt water back out, give her a wash on the farm, and yeah, it's good to go again.
Less concerned with being a practical workhorse and rewarded accordingly with Best Overall Mini Truck was Jared's Toyota Hilux.
I've had it for about 3 years now. It's a 93 Toyota Hilux. It's originally from Napier. I bought it off a guy from Napier, so yeah. Always into rotors. I never had one, and then I seen this truck come up and I was always fully loved this truck, so I thought, yeah, why not? Twice the package, get a rotor plus airbags, so yeah, that was fully me. It's always good to get out and about. Like, I recently went to the Foreign Rotors in Auckland. There was hardly any mini trucks there, and it's good to see a good turnout here today.
And plenty of others were out there putting the RX in Foreign Rotor, including NAC Car Culture Season 1 stars Tim and his immaculate RX2. The sedan's still doing everything Tim's heavy right foot asks of it. Another show-quality rotor getting put through its paces was Lance's RX7.
I took one of them for a test drive when I was a young fella and decided that I was going to get me one day, and yeah, got my licence pretty much and brought it, and it's a bog dog standard Series 4, and it's grown to what it is today, yeah, 18 years later. 88 FC3 SRX7 Series 4, 13B Mileport turbo with Steve Murch built whole set turbocharger on it. All your usual bolt-on mods with your fuel system and wastegate and all the drama. It's making 313 kilowatts at 14 pounds, so it's not too bad a power, but I want to, by the end of this year, have it up around the 400 kilowatt at the rear wheels situation, which is going to require a new gearbox and stuff like that, so it's just really as funds permit.
And as we so often hear in this game, it really wasn't supposed to get this far out of hand.
Definitely not. It was just a car that I wanted to have as my everyday drive car, and I thought I'd filter and exhaust, but it didn't stop at a filter and exhaust, and yeah, nah. Fair few tens of thousands of dollars have gone into it. Yeah, it'll be finished one day.
One of the Jamboree's big talking points was the public unveiling of the freshly completed 964 Porsche Duo dubbed RWB1 and 2. The number's a sign of things to come and the result of RWB's famed Porsche builder Akira Nikai's recent working holiday in New Zealand. And although these two may look pretty similar at a glance, in reality they're two very different cars. Anthony went for a performance route with a more subtle kit, if you can ever call this subtle, and a street motor built to RS Cup spec. Nan opted for the wilder and wider kit, while the rebuilt stock motor and airbag install points the 964 firmly in the direction of a street cruiser. Special guests on New Zealand soil were in the form of a couple of Aussie invaders, including John's jaw-dropping RX3, an elite-level build that's taken on the traditional Australian powerhouses of Holden and Ford and beaten them at their own game, claiming the titles of both Summer Nats Grand Champion and MotorX Grand Master. These two awards are as good as it gets in the world of Australian show cars.
Yeah, no, this is the second show we've had in New Zealand, so yeah, it's been the second time as I brought us over here, so yeah, I was lucky that I'm on holidays with my car. It's a Mazda RX-3. It's highly modified from pretty much front to back. It's tubbed, it's got a 4-link, A-arm front suspension, 13-bit turbo, it's got a C4 in it, it's got a top fuel modular diff in it. Pretty much from front to back, everything on the car's been either modified, custom made. This is a complete custom car. The whole interior inside the car's all been handmade. The whole build started around the wheels. So we knew we wanted that size wheels and we wanted the car to fit the wheels. So that's how it started, and slowly it became what it is today. Originally it was supposed to be just like a tough street car. And then as soon as we made the transition that it was going to become elite, then that's it, was no holding back. We knew everything had to be like 100%, like down to every single bolt underneath the car has a billet cap machined, and you can't even see the bolts. So every little detail counts.
A build requiring this much attention to detail? Obsessive doesn't even begin to describe it.
I'll tell you what, it's obsessed. You get anxiety over it. It's pretty much everything. So it consumed my life for a very long time.
And from the man who holds Australia's highest honours, how does New Zealand stack up?
Awesome. Like honestly, like the way you guys build cars over here is a lot different to us, but in your own style, it's awesome. It actually takes me back to like when I had my first RX3, like with just the 13B with the bridges, like just simple. Where us guys now, I think we're getting to the point where we're trying to think outside the box, and the things that we're doing it's actually becoming a little bit crazy.
But like his New Zealand counterparts, John isn't afraid to put the RX to work.
Well, I've unveiled the car probably about 2 years ago, and after I unveiled it, took it to Summer Nats, and between Summer Nats and when I won MotorX, I've been driving the car. The car's probably got maybe 600-700 Ks on it. So I've done a bit of driving in it, and hopefully we'll do a bit more driving tomorrow.
NAC Car Culture was proudly brought to you by NAC Insurance, specialists in modified and high-performance cars, Mount Shop, undercar specialists, and Teng Tools. Get organised.